Nitric oxide is a very interesting molecule. First of all, let me just say that nitric oxide is a gaseous substance. It's something that's been known to chemists for 100 years. It can be considered to be one of the many pollutants in contaminated air. For example, air over Los Angeles, New York City, Chicago. But it's more recently, back in the 1970s and 1980s, investigators found that nitric oxide also possessed, believe it or not, many therapeutic potentials. So it turned out to be a very important molecule in terms of health. And I was very fortunate to have played a key role in that. We made some of our early discoveries back in the late 1970s when we were trying to understand how a very common drug called nitroglycerin works. Nitroglycerin is used by many people who have heart problems, especially painful heart, called angina. A nitroglycerin tablet placed under the tongue will almost immediately relieve pain due to the impending heart attack. Nitroglycerin is also the explosive ingredient that Alfred Nobel used to make dynamite. And the first clinical use of nitroglycerin to relieve heart pain was when he developed his dynamite factories back in the 1870s. So, to make a long story short, over 120 years went by before we understood how nitroglycerin, how the explosive nitroglycerin works to treat heart disease. And that discovery was made by my laboratory, where we showed that the nitroglycerin in the body is actually metabolized or converted to nitric oxide gas. And that is the active ingredient, if you will, in the nitroglycerin that produces this beneficial effect.